Greetings, I'm Craig Smyser. This episode's going to be a little bit different in that we're not going to a particular place. Instead, I'm going to teach you how to talk Texan on this episode of Discover Austin. Texans have a distinct type of speech, and I'm not just talking about the well-known drawl. Of course, over the years, as more out-of-staters have moved into the big Texas cities, this language has become diluted. Now, you'll still find the stereotypical accent in West Texas, East Texas, and in many small towns. But you don't need the accent to talk like a Texan, you just need the right vocabulary. First and foremost is the granddaddy of all Texas speak, y'all. It's used in the plural form, but it's not for all plural situations, because at some point you need to switch to all y'all. For example, if I'm talking to one person, I might say, let's go down to the broken spoke. With 2 to 4 people, I'd say, hey y'all, let's go down to the broken spoke. For a bigger group, it'd be, hey all y'all, let's head down to the broken spoke. Now, the line designating the size of the group between y'all and all y'all isn't definitive, and good Texans can disagree about the point at which the switch is made. But just forget about using you guys around here. Seriously, y'all just sounds so much more pleasant. Now I'm fixin' to move on to fixin' to. While it's spelled as fixin' to, you pronounce it fixin' to. It's simply an expression used to announce your intent. I'm fixin' to get a breakfast taco. I'm fixin' to mow the lawn. It's also good to occasionally throw in an "I'ma," such as I'm a fixin' to get even with him. So throw out your I'm going to's and I'm about to's and start fixin' to. Now you'll notice that it isn't fixing to. That transitions well into the next thing you should know, which is that Texans don't have much use for the G in an ing ending. A simple IN apostrophe will be just fine. For example, I'm competing in a fishing tournament this weekend. Now, Texans like to be polite, which means we need a nice way to insult someone. That's why we have the phrase, bless your heart. Of course, bless her heart, his heart, they all work just fine. So let's say you witness someone doing something pretty stupid. The best response is just to say, bless her heart. Now, of course, you can say it directly to someone, bless your heart, and if they're not from Texas, they'll think it's a compliment. Howdy is a well-known Texas word. Though you don't find it used much by folks in the city, they certainly won't hold it against you if you do. But if you do give a howdy, make sure it's genuine, or should I say genuine, otherwise you may find a bless his heart given to you behind your back. Now personally, I'm a greetings guy, so I don't use howdy very often. Now of course, Texas uses the traditional English measurement system with mile, gallon, inch, etc. But you may not be familiar with one particular measure of distance that we have here in Texas, yonder. There's no definitive length as to how long a yonder is. Some will say yonder is just over the next hill. Others will say it's as far as they can see. Personally, it's simply the distance of whatever I'm pointing to. Proper usage would be Enchanted Rock is just over yonder, or he was over yonder when he stepped in the mound of fire ants. Again, it's subjective, but it does have to be off in the distance a ways. So hopefully you now have a beginner's grasp of the Texas language. It doesn't make you a Texan yet, but you're well on your way. I'm Craig Smyser. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Discover Austin.